today doesn't look like a huge amount changed, but this might be one of the most important parts of the build yet. Because this week we've actually been running all the cables for the electrics and the outside spotlights. And while the power isn't actually connected yet, this is the point where the studio actually becomes a studio. At the moment, it's still a wooden box with some wires, but we are getting there. We are getting there. So this week, my lifelong friend Rory came around and helped me run all the cables into position and get everything ready for the electrics to go live. Rory is a qualified electrician. It's one of the reasons I brought him in on this project, but he also is a lifelong friend and also moderator of the channel. So we've done all the cables for the desk setup, the lighting, the other sockets in the room, and also the heating. The internet and the Ethernet cable and the networking is something I've got to do myself. I just haven't got around to it yet. But that is going to be happening soon as well. And that is all going to go in that corner over there. We have a specific place for it all in a nice little cupboard out the way. Out the front as well, we fitted 3 spotlights for downlighting from the outside. Essentially, I'm going to be putting smart bulbs in them eventually, and when we open the back door, those lights in theory will light up. That's the theory. Whether it actually happens is another matter. One thing I have realized throughout this whole build is not every episode is going to be really exciting with massive changes. But this stage is probably the most important because this is what's going to power the studio. Without the electrics, we can't have our streaming set up. We can't have our area to create content. Albeit I am creating content in the room right now without the electrics on. That's a different matter. But again, without the electrics, we can't have the lighting. We can't have the power to control our PCs. We can't have the power to control our monitors. It just wouldn't work. So now the wiring is in place, it's kind of making me see exactly how things are gonna go. And behind the camera, we're gonna have our fuse board. Over this side, as we said, the desk setup before, but now we've got the cables running along the back there. I can see my sockets are gonna be and where they're gonna be. I'm just gonna make the final decision on their exact location. With the gym area, there's a few things we need to decide still. One, how it's gonna look overall, but I'm gonna have a socket either side, just gonna make life easy later on to decide if we want to plug anything in. And I'll be honest, for the first time, it's starting to look like a finished studio. It's starting to look ready to be able to create content in properly. So while today's update might not be the most dramatic update of this series, it's probably the most important. The electrics are in, the front spotlights are on. Well, they're not on, they're in, soon to be on. And we're just getting one step closer to turning those spotlights on properly. So hopefully this week we'll have the front cladding and windows and doors in, which will probably make this room feel a hell of a lot more like an actual room, which will be awesome. Following that should be the insulation and the boarding of the walls and the ceiling and the sockets actually going in. So if you are enjoying following the build, make sure you've subscribed to the channel for our next episode, and we'll see you then. Take care, bye-bye.